And good morning to everyone. It is Amelia McHenry, and I am here doing our morning musings. Um, I am your big dream coach, your achievement coach, and we are going to be pulling a card from Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels card deck. And we are just asking the universe the question of what do we need to hear today in order to continue our journey to our big dreams and achieving those. And if you don't know what big dreams are the dreams that make your life better. Doesn't have to be the big Hollywood dreams. It could be small, kicking it on the lake dreams, right? But that's a big dream for you because maybe your life is stressful, and you're going through a life transition, and you're looking up and going, really? Is this it? This is all there is to life? And, you know, you're meant for more. There's something niggling you that's saying, this isn't it. Something's got to change. Something's different. Something needs to happen. Because if this is life, really, maybe not too interested in it. Not in a bad way. Not, or maybe you are there. Maybe you have gone there. But yeah, knowing that something needs to happen. And all right. Okay. Well, this card keeps staying up on top, so we're going to pull that card. Come to life. We got this one earlier, I think. Got this one a couple of days ago. Let's read it again because that's where it is. Come to life. Try and find it in the book. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Come to life. You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say, and at times it seems very convincing, but it is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Beneath habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have to make is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all of these and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, write, enact ritual, sing, or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back. Create the space for you to do it. In this process, you are uncovering the artistry of the universal creator. You are honoring the sacredness of life by exploring it without restraint, and that includes the flow of your feelings. You don't have to do anything with them other than express. You may want to analyze, or you may not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are getting in touch with feeling. Learning how to access your feelings allows you to learn how to access your intuition, creative inspiration, and general internal guidance. These aspects flow from the same place and are often couched within your feelings in the form of emotions as well as physical sensations. The journey underneath the mind and into a sensual emotional connection with your feelings, emotions, and body is for sacred purpose. It is a part of your path. You are one of the sacred but powerful minority that have chosen to come into a body and live consciously within it. That may seem like it applies to everybody, but when you experience it for yourself, you will realize that this is actually rather rare. There are plenty of bodies without a spirit really residing within to care for, love, and honor them as a sacred animal. Fortunately, this minority is powerful enough, excuse me. Fortunately, this minority is powerful enough that it can keep human culture in balance, but only just. We need every single one of us that is capable to be aware of the task and move beyond the mind and into the body. This is especially so if you have drawn the oracle of Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. You may feel drawn to read the guidance of that oracle once you have completed the healing process below to support you on this part of your life path. To come into your sensuality, you will need to anchor your experiences. You may be blessed with relationships that are conscious enough to be interested in your journey in a constructive rather than controlling or undermining way. If so, talk, converse, share. If not, then you will need to be more resourceful in how you support yourself through your awakening process, at least until you attract some more conscious connections into your life. Lots of yawning going on here. Good shifting. It is likely that these connections are already on their way, just because you are working with the energy of this oracle deck. This is especially so if you have also drawn the conscious connections or collaborative dreaming cards, or feel inspired to read one or both of those messages after you have completed the healing process below. You can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself and keeping to it like you would the most important date with destiny. So get to writing in your journal. Do your dances, paint your pictures, create your creations. Be kind to your body, listen to it, and let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know that there will also be ecstasy and bliss as the process of healing and awakening continues. The message of this oracle is be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You are too awake for that now. There is no falling back into old ways. If you do so, it will be short-lived and won't feel the same as it used to. You may grieve this. You will certainly, eventually, celebrate it. You have crossed the threshold from an old way of being in an old life, and try as you might, you cannot return. It is better to let it go. Grieve if needs be, celebrate if needs be, or do both, and move on into this moment. There is another adventure awaiting you now. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, body, feeling, and intuitions so that you can receive this new calling. You can trust in it too. Embrace it, and it will embrace you. very interesting because I think it was yesterday we got the Conscious Connections card. So very, very cool. Yeah, and coming to life. Before I read the healing message or the healing process, I just very, I woke up this morning to monkey mind, and so yeah, it's that the shifting into the new life, coming to life, this new way of being and doing, and that monkey mind is like, don't do it, you gotta quit everything now. And no, I say no to that. I'm gonna continue on. And maybe you will too. Maybe you'll join me in this wonderful adventure that is called life, and finding what it is that works for you, what's truly aligned for you, and what you can bring to this world. So yeah. All right, let's read the healing process. More yawns, yeah, big breaths. All right, the healing process. Lie quietly and play some beautiful music that you love. Allow it to move through your body as though the sound is pure energy and you are as light as air. Let the sound feel good. Let your cells receive the sound energy. Feel the music rattle about in your body, as if the sound waves are making your cells vibrate. They are. Let there be life. Get up and move if you wish. If you have emotion arising, be with it, but don't hold on to it. Let it rise and fall as it will. Be in this process as long as feels right for you. Feeling you have had enough indicates that you have completed the healing process for this oracle. You may wish to repeat this exercise daily for several weeks. If so, choose music that feels right for you each time. You can then see the difference this healing process has on your well-being, your energy levels, and the ease in which you access your intuition and feelings. Also note the clarity in what you perceive. You might be surprised at what a little music therapy, consciously received, can do for you. So, taking a little time, letting the music flow over you. Coming to life. Allowing more yawns. Yeah, it's a happening thing. I've been told that yawns are a sign of shifting, especially when you're doing some kind of work like this. That yawning, burping, tooting, those are all signs of things moving, things working, getting more aligned. So yeah, yawning. But coming alive, stretching, feeling the cells, noticing that monkey mind, the one that keeps you small, the one that tells you you can't, the one that is the voice of whatever's out there that's been told to you so many times. You need to worry about that. Oh my God, you got to worry about that. slow down, take a breath. Listen for that small, still voice. That's the spark within you. That's that divine speaking to you. The small, still voice. Not the noisy ones. Not the ones that, are like, what about that? Oh, what about that? The things that wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Those aren't the voices. It's the still one, the quiet one. The one, I like to call it the knower. It's a name I came up with a very long time ago. The one that knows. That voice that knows. The voice that knows what's right, what's wrong. Mentor of mine calls it the internal divining rod. And, feel the feelings, because as you move forward towards your big dream, as you come to life, to living your authentic life, those old stories are going to come up. Those old walls, those old beliefs, they're going to show up and they're going to knock you sideways. And you're going to get up and say, no, that's an old belief. I release you and move forward. And it's easier said than done sometimes, but that's the pattern. That's the path, so that you can achieve your big dream. The thing you know is right for you. And nobody can tell you what that is but you. So come to life. Paint your own picture. Do your own vision. You have your vision. Yeah, you got this. It's your dream. It's your vision. It's your impetus to act. Follow it. It's all good. It's to your higher self. It's in your best interest. So, with that, if you're enjoying all this, please like and subscribe. Hit those little buttons, the subscribe button, the little bell button. And another gal that I like, live today on purpose. Live today on purpose with intention. Remember, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this.